Are you?
Aren't you? Excellent. You are a student. Aren't you? Aren't you? If the sentence is negative, the question tag is positive. It isn't too cold today. It isn't too cold today. The question tag, is it? Is it? Okay? Remember, if the sentence is affirmative, the question tag is negative. If the sentence is negative, the question tag is positive, affirmative. Okay? And also, you gotta identify if the sentence is present, past, or future, because according to the tense, we gotta choose the auxiliary. In the first two sentences, is present, is to be verb. That's why we have you are a student, aren't you? It isn't too cold today, is it? Okay. Number 3, can you please tell me, Osmel, he was at the concert. He was at the concert. What's the question tag?
Wasn't he?
Wasn't he? Excellent, right? The same auxiliary in past, wasn't he? He was at the concert, wasn't he? You can help me the next. Let's go, Gina. Number 4. We have the sentence is affirmative, is positive. You like chocolate?
Don't you?
Excellent, right? Don't you? Don't you? Because the sentence is present, present simple, so the auxiliary is do or don't. You like chocolate, don't you? You like chocolate, don't you? And especially in American English, you're gonna listen this a lot. Don't ya?
Don't you?
Yeah. Hey, you like chocolate, don't ya? Like that, okay? It's like slang, like informal English. Okay? She arrived too late. Okay, you can help me. Let's move on to number 5. You arrived. You arrived too late. Tell me, Osmel, what's the question tag?
Doesn't she?
Arrive.
No, didn't she?
Excellent. Remember, this is
This is
past.
past tense.
So the auxiliary didn't. Didn't she? She arrived too late, didn't she? Okay. Number 6, go. You can help me, please. Gina, what is for number 6? Tom couldn't find a place. Couldn't.
Could he?
Could he? Amazing. Okay. Tom couldn't find a place. Could he? Okay. And the last one, okay, we're going to check number 7. Okay. Henry and Juliet have just arrived. In this case, Osmel, we have the auxiliary have because this is present perfect. So what is the question tag in this case?
Hadn't they?
Haven't. Excellent. Haven't they? Henry and Juliet have just arrived. Haven't they? Okay. Easy peasy, right? Or difficult?
Herman.
Nah, it's easy. You just got to identify whether the sentence is affirmative or negative, present, past, or future, and according to that, use the auxiliary. Okay? Yes? Any question? No? All right. What about you, Osmel? Any question?
I got it, yes.
You got it. Very good. So let's get ready because we are going to continue. Actually, we're going to start with unit number 10. And let me tell you all what we are going to learn today. So wait a minute, and here you go. So Osmel, Gina, we're going to start with unit number 10. This unit, we are going to learn all about the environment. We're going to start by learning vocabulary that is related to the environment. That's going to be the first part. After that, we are going to see the way that we can modify adjectives.
Modify adjective.
What does it mean? Modifying adjective, remember that we can use an intensifier. An intensifier is a word that probably boosts or maybe reduces the quality of that adjective. An example of that could be, hey teacher, okay, Osmel told me that is in Intag, so it could be, Intag is really beautiful. Okay, this word really is an intensifier. We use it to modify the adjective. Okay, that's it. That's what we're going to check, modify adjective.
Another modified is maybe quite.
Quite, extremely.
Most, or maybe. So like a comparative, eh?
Yeah, but not comparative at all because we are not comparing, but modifying.
Superlative, maybe.
Like superlative.
It's another word.
Exactly, that's it.
Yeah.
But remember, it can be used to increase or also to reduce.
Yes.
Okay, because you can say, teacher, Intag is a little beautiful. In this case, you are reducing, right? Not only increasing, but reducing as well. Okay?
Of course.
Yeah, that's it. After then, in the case of grammar, we're going to check also the way that we can use it is. As for example, it is important to, it is necessary to, how we can use this expression, it is. It is to.
It is.
Okay? And finally, also just to finish with these units, just let me put it over here. We're going to identify the way that we can, okay, I got to tell you, use sequencing words, okay? How we can sequence events. So we're going to learn about that. Sequencing words. Also sequencing.
The firstly, second, third, yes. Okay. It's a linking word.
Linking words, exactly. Not only first, second, also, for example, we have after that, then, immediately.
Therefore, whereas.
Exactly, that's it. Okay, I guess that you know. Exactly, sequencing words. So tell me, any question? Have you got any question?
Not yet.
Not yet. Remember, okay, whenever you get a question, whenever you tell me, teacher, whenever you have any doubts about something, please, you can interrupt and you can ask me, okay? I am here to tell you, and I really want you to be clear about all what we are going to learn. Got it? Yes? So let's start with the first one, that it's going to be about environment. Okay, we're going to learn some vocabulary about environment. And for that, just let me stop sharing because I'm going to share you my screen. This is vocabulary, so it's going to be quite easy. You just need to help me to get to identify that, okay? Let's get ready because here we go. Okay, so I'm going to ask for your help. Here you got the definition, and you are going to tell me what word is it. Okay, let's start with Gina. Gina, please read the definition and you tell me which word is it.
Habitat.
Habitat, excellent. The place where animals and plants live in harmony. Habitat. Excellent. Let's continue. Go ahead, please, Osmil. Can you read?
A great environment problem is the air pollution.
Excellent. Pollution, remember, it's a synonym for contamination. Pollution, contamination, right? Excellent. Carry on, please, Gina.
Just a sample. Water running?
Water running?
No, inundation.
Actually, that is the first thing that comes to our mind. But the right word to express inundación in English is flood.
Flood.
Flood. Okay?
Blood.
Flood.
Flood.
Okay? Inundation is like Spanglish, because in Spanish we say inundación.
Spanglish.
Yes. So, flood.
When I was living in Machado, this very common, the flood, when raining a lot. During the night.
Oh, really? There
Yes,
were lots of
yes.
floods?
Yes,
Okay, that's a terrible problem, yeah?
it was terrible.
Okay, let's continue. Go ahead, please. Osmil, next one, you tell me.
Drought.
Drought. Okay, what is a
Drought.
drought?
Drought from the dry, yeah? What is this? This becoming is a wall. Now, drought.
Exactly. We refer to
Oh,
drought
jeez.
about when there isn't rain for a long time, that becomes a drought. Okay, drought. In Spanish, let me tell you, I guess it is like a sequía, drought. Yeah, drought.
Drought.
Exactly. That is an environmental problem. Okay, go please. Can you read now, Gina, and you tell me?
This is a rubbish heap.
Rubbish heap. Rubbish, yeah, we refer to the things that we throw, but there is like a technical word.
Yeah, landfill.
Landfill. What's the meaning? What's the meaning of landfill?
Está como lleno de basura.
Exactly. Relleno, no? Relleno sanitario, landfill. Landfill. This is the place where all the rubbish from all the city, from all the town goes. Okay? To the landfill. Landfill. Excellent. Next one, you can tell me, please, Osmil.
This could be maybe global warming.
Global warming. Excellent. What's the definition of global warming?
Global, that is focusing on the people in the world. Yes, global warming described to the process that is happening currently.
Exactly,
the change of
right?
the environment, the change of the weather.
Exactly. The increase in the temperatures.
Okay.
Yes, global warming. Remember, this is a problem that is happening. It's obvious because, because of this global warming, nowadays we got more disasters and, of course, an increase in the temperature. So global warming. That's it. Okay, carry on, please, Gina. What is the next one?
I can see. Warming effect.
Warming effect. Actually, this effect provokes global warming, but is not called warming effect.
Sun.
No, it's the one that you didn't get. Greenhouse. Greenhouse effect. The literal translation, efecto invernadero. Yes, because greenhouse means invernadero, and for sure, greenhouse effect. This is a technical word that refers that the solar radiation usually stays in the atmosphere, same as a greenhouse. Okay?
Okay.
And that's what provokes global warming. The greenhouse effect, remember, that provokes global warming. Excellent. Thank you, Gina. Let's continue, please. Go ahead. Osmel, you tell me, what is it?
Terrible natural disaster. Earthquake. No, earthquake. Earthquake, sorry.
Earthquake. Excellent,
Earthquake,
right?
yes.
Earthquake.
I
And
almost have a mistake.
we are very used to it, right? Because here in Ecuador, there are too many earthquakes, right? Earthquake. Earthquake. Okay, continue, please. Go, Gina.
Tsunami.
Tsunami, right? Excellent. Here in Ecuador, actually, we haven't had a tsunami recently. I guess not in the recent 100 years. But I was reading that in the past, there was a really devastating tsunami in the coast of Esmeraldas and Tumaco, right? But I guess that was more than 100 years ago. But recently, in the last 100 years, no, right? No tsunamis. Okay, let's continue. Go, please. Osmel, you tell me, what is it?
This is a symbol of recycling. What is the correct pronunciation?
Recycling. Recycling.
No problem.
Okay.
Recycling.
In your personal case, Osmel, do you recycle or no?
Recycle. Yeah, sometimes I just say some bottles, okay? And I've just done give to any person that is in need.
Okay, recycling. Okay, recycling. Nice. Let's carry on. Next word. Can you tell me now, please, Gina, what are they extracting?
Petrol.
Petrol? Are you sure petrol?
Or oil. I don't know.
This is a confusion, okay?
Oil.
English, when we are talking about oil, we refer to petróleo. Okay? While we talk about petrol, we refer to gasolina. Okay? So, this is especially in the UK. Okay, this word, the UK, they called petrol. Petrol to gasolina, and oil, remember, petróleo. All right? So in this case, we got oil. Oil. Okay, continue, please. Can you help me? What is it? Osmel, this is factory what?
This is factory what? Waste.
Waste. Excellent. Remember, usually, as a part of the process, there are always wastes. Okay?
Waste.
Excellent. Waste.
There is another word that is the same sound. Waste. Cadera. Cintura.
Waste. Yes.
Waste.
Waste, but this is written in a different way, right?
Wait, yes. What is it? You tell me what is the different sound?
Waste. No, actually, they sound the same. They get the same.
Sound the same. Yes. Waste. Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on.
Waste. Yes.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna skip this one because this is very easy. Let's move on to the next one. Yeah, this one. I love this one. Can you tell me, Gina, what is it?
Foods.
Renewable fuels. Fuel. Are you sure?
Energy.
Energy. Okay.
Water for the
Energy.
of the sun.
Right? Usually we get, for example, solar energy, wind energy, hydroelectrical, and for sure nowadays got biofuels, right? Or also known as bioenergy, okay?
Yes, that's the first that I thought, but then I think that maybe it will be fuels.
Fuels. Okay, don't worry, but it's kind of related, right? Because fuel is something that we use for our cars, fuel. Okay, fuel. For our cars and for the machines in general, fuels. Okay?
Okay.
Carry on to the next one. Tell me, please, Osmel, what is it? What is this?
Oxide.
Carbon dioxide.
Dioxide. Dioxide.
It's carbon dioxide. You know, this is the most common gas that
Dioxide.
right? The carbon dioxide. This is something that we release as a part of all the activities that humans do. Okay, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide.
Dioxide.
Excellent.
Another word, what is the pronunciation? Oxide.
Oxide. Oxide, carbon dioxide.
But both
Oh, and actually, CO, the carbon oxide, it's a lethal gas, right? Carbon oxide, yeah. This is like a really toxic, like a little gas, okay? Yeah.
Carbon oxide.
Very good. Let's move on. Okay, can you please tell me now, Gina, what is it?
Yes. Photo shows deforestation.
Excellent. Deforestation. Obviously, this is a really common problem here in South America, especially in the Amazon region, right? Because people cut down trees, but they don't grow new trees. So that provokes deforestation. Okay, can you help me, please? You can do it. Osmel, what's the next word?
Eolic farm.
Eolic farm or wind farm? What do you think?
An eolic farm.
Okay, in Spanish, we use the word, okay? Eolic. But in English, it's more common to use wind. A wind farm. But both are correct, actually. Wind and eolic farm, both are correct. Eolic is like a more formal word, but wind farm is like widely used, okay? In most of cases, you're gonna find as wind farm, not eolic farm, okay?
Okay.
Excellent, and let's go with the last one, the last two. Tell me, Gina, what is it?
I think Javan rhino.
The Javan rhino, okay? But what is the meaning of endangered animals?
Extinción.
Excellent, okay? We are talking about species of animals which number has reduced and now they are very, very close to extinction, right? Endangered animals. Remember, this is not the same to say dangerous animals. Because when we are talking about dangerous animals, dangerous means that may provoke danger, that may provoke any harm on you. But endangered actually is when they got a really little number and they are about to extinct. Okay? So, this is difficult, but you said Javan rhino?
Or Asian elephant?
Yeah, you are right. The Javan rhino. Excellent. So that was a brief introduction to this. Any question? Have you got any question about this vocabulary?
No, but it's new vocabulary. I didn't know.
Don't worry, okay? Actually, this is going to be important because now we are going to do a listening activity and we may listen some of the words that we learned. Okay, please pay attention because what are we going to do now? Let's get ready because we are going to do a listening activity about some ideas of solutions for the environmental problem. Can you see letter A, letter B, letter C, and letter D? These are possible solutions, examples of recycle, and we're going to match, according to what we listen, we're going to match the speaker to the picture. Okay, I repeat it one more time. Remember, in this listening activity, we're going to listen and we're going to match the speaker to the picture. You ready?
Okay.
Ready? What about you, Osmel? Ready or not ready?
Yes.
Ready, okay? So let me play the audio. Hold on.
Unit.
Sure. There's moisture in the air, right?
I'll email Richard now.
Action. Exercise 8.
I know that.
Yeah. Wait a minute, I just got a problem here. Let me play now, okay? Hold on.
Edible plastic.
Unit 10. Introduction. Exercise 2.
I still can't really believe it. Edible plastic. No, really. It's a thing that has been created by some people in Vienna, Austria, and a design studio called Livin, along with the University of Utrecht, Holland. It's called a fungi mutarium, apparently, and what they do is they get old plastic, they blast it with ultraviolet rays to sterilize it, then they put it in special little pods and pour liquid mushroom juice onto it. And then the mushrooms start to eat the plastic, and together they make a new food. How about that? Can you imagine? What are we making for dinner tonight, honey? Plastic! Oh, good. My favorite.
New York's Metropolitan Transit Authority, the MTA, had all these old subway cars that they didn't want anymore. So they took all of the seats out of them, all of the windows, and whatever else was in them. And then they took them out to the ocean off the coast of Delaware on great big barges and dumped them into the ocean. It was really something else to see that. And now guess what's happened? There are massive numbers of fish living in them. I couldn't begin to name them all. But all of them are busy hiding from sharks. And that's not even mentioning the crabs and worms and shrimp. It's pretty cool. A whole ecosystem living in subway cars that used to take people up and down Manhattan.
One of the craziest things I've heard in a long time is what they are planning to do in Rotterdam, in Holland. They're going to make their roads out of old plastic bottles. According to the guys who are planning this, plastic is much better than asphalt. It won't require so much maintenance, they say, and it's lighter, so it's better for the ground. It could even withstand extreme temperatures, so you wouldn't get those annoying holes in the road after cold weather. You can assemble the roads away from the site, and you can easily put tunnels underneath for cables and other parts.
Well, it's designed especially for people in developing countries where there's often a problem with drinking water. The water can be full of bugs, chemicals, bacteria, and all sorts of dangerous things that can cause illness, vomiting, diarrhea, and even death. But now Dr. Terry Dankovich, a postdoctoral researcher at Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, has come up with a system that eliminates 99% of all bacteria. All you have to do is tear out a page and put it in this simple holder. Then pour the water on and through it. And the best part is that the pages have advice written on them all about clean water, written in different languages. Each one could filter an individual's drinking water for about 4 years.
So you got it? Tell me, Gina Osmel, or one more time?
I got it.
You got it? What about you, Osmel? Got it or no?
Can you repeat?
Sorry, can you come again?
Yes, I got it.
You got it. Okay. So as you can see, these are ideas for recycling. Letter A, can you tell me what is the name of this? What is the name of this experiment of this idea for recycling?
And convert the plastic in food.
Excellent. This is known as edible. Edible plastic. Edible means that you can eat, right? Edible plastic. So they use some fungus, some mushrooms to transform plastic into a new food. Is it a good idea or no?
Yes.
Totally right. I was reading that nowadays microplastics are everywhere. Even in the water that we drink every day, you're going to find microplastics. It's a problem, but for sure, it would be better if there is the chance to transform that plastic into organic foods. Okay? Edible plastic. Letter B. Can you please tell me, Osmel, why? Why are they throwing this container into the sea? Why?
To clean the ocean?
To clean the ocean? Not exactly.
I don't know what happened.
No.
Not more underwater cars.
Repeat, Gina, to?
Underwater transport.
Like a submarine, you mean?
Yes.
Not at all, actually. The idea of these containers, you may tell me, but teacher, this is a terrible idea because they are throwing into the sea and it's going to be a problem for the animals, for the sea animals. Actually, when they throw these containers into the sea animals, they create like a very unique, like a very special ecosystem. Okay, because they start to live around. They start to live around the container. And for sure, this is good because they are able to study more the habitat, the sea animals. And for sure, they are able to live, the animals are able to live in this container. Okay? Kind of funny, okay? For me, it was like crazy. But yeah, it is a reality nowadays. That was a speaker number 2, right? Okay, I forgot to write it. A and B. Yeah, what about letter D? Can you tell me, Gina, what did you listen about letter D?
About the asphalt.
What's going to happen with asphalt?
It's gonna be made with plastic.
Excellent. Why? Why?
Because it will to contribute to diminishing the pollution, and then it's better. And study has determined that it's better for, I don't know, for the sun.
Exactly, right? According to this person, these new plastic roads are better than asphalt roads because you don't have to make a lot of maintenance. And according to this, is more resistant. Is more resistant than asphalt. Okay? And the last one, letter C. What did you listen about this drinkable book? Tell me, Osmel, what did you listen?
Okay, maybe about the vision, refer to the topic with the question with maybe.
I can hear you very well. Can you repeat again, Osmel?
Yes, about the listening, it was about to the stop a little bit the deforestation of the tree, maybe for to grab paper, maybe.
No,
That's all?
not at all.
I don't know.
It's related to water pollution. Water
Water pollution.
Yes, it absorbs and then you have clean water.
Excellent, right? This is called like a drinkable book. Each page of this book has the objective of cleaning water pollution. Okay? Each page is made with, I gotta tell you, I guess they are bacterias, maybe they are components that can help to eliminate the water pollution. Okay?
Yes.
Kind of funny, okay? I can imagine that. Sounds very crazy, but I think that's a good idea, especially in the countries where water supply is limited. Here in Ecuador, we are blessed because we have clean water directly from the mountains. But in other countries, remember, this is not a reality. They have to take water from wells, and usually this water is polluted with a lot of contaminants, with a lot of bacteria. So I believe that should be a good option. Okay, any question? Tell me.
No yet. No.
Not yet. Osmel, what about you?
No, any question.
No questions. Very good. So let's get ready just to finish before we go to a break. We are going to read. I gotta tell you, this is a very interesting article. Because here you are, okay? As you can see here, we have a bridge, a very big bridge. And my question for you is, in your opinion, tell me, Osmel, how these animals, the fish and the bird, are related to the bridge?
Are related?
How? Do you think they are or not?
Maybe this bridge stop about their environment, both animal and maybe interrupt the environment, or no?
Okay, that's your thought. We're gonna discover when we read, okay?
Yeah.
Yes. What about you? Tell me, Gina, what do you think? How do you think these animals are related to the bridge?
I think because the bridge stops this, no, how do you say the vista?
The view? The view?
The view of the birds, and they push with the birds and died.
Okay, that's a good theory. We are going to discover then, okay? So, what are we going to do? We are going to read about this bridge and what happened to these two animals when they created the new bridge. Because in this case, I guess that you can see, there are two bridges. The old bridge that is here in front of, and the new bridge that is behind. Okay, there are two bridges. We are going to discover what happened with the animals. So let's get ready, please, and here you go. I am going to divide this into two parts, and let's start with Osmel. Please, Osmel, you are going to read the first part.
Dismantling bridge is easy. When part of the upper deck of the whole San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge, often just called the Bay Bridge, collapsed during the 1989 earthquake. Plans were made for a new earthquake-proof alternative. Work started on this in 2022 and was completed in 2013. Caltrans, the California Department of Transportation, then had to take the old Bay Bridge down in order to recycle all of the iron and steel. It's dangerous to dismantle such a large steel structure because of the tension of the steel, and so Caltrans spent a long time working out the exact sequence in which to demolish the different sections of the bridge. It was important to do this accurately so that the steel did not whip back in their faces. And then there were the cormorants and the fish. In Versailles, 1984, a few hundred double-crested cormorants live on the iron curtains of the Old Bay Bridge, but it wasn't until they tried to get them to leave that Caltrans realized that they had a problem. The bears didn't want to go. Caltrans tried everything: mirrors, recorded bear calls, and even putting fake nests on the girders of the new bridge, but the cormorants weren't interested. So at the cost of millions of dollars, Caltrans decided to cut the bridge into chunks and take them away while the cormorants were away.
Okay, so Osmel, can you see it? Cormorants, that's the name of the birds.
The birds,
Okay.
cormorants.
And they used to live in the old bridge. And when they started to dismantle the bridge, they realized that it was difficult because the birds didn't want to go.
Didn't want to go, yes.
They wanted to remain. They want to stay in the same old bridge, right? So what they have to do? They decided to cut the bridge into chunks and take them
Yes.
away while the cormorants were away. Okay?
Into chunks.
Chunks, remember, are small parts. Chunks.
Yes, chunks.
All right. Any
Something a
question?
little bit piece, yeah.
Okay. Any question? Tell me, Osmel, Gina, about the first part?
No.
No? Okay. Now we are going to discover, Gina, in the next paragraph, we got what happened to the fish. What was the problem with the fish? So go, Gina, read, please.
They faced another problem with concrete pillars of the old bridge. It was their plan to blow them up in a series of tiny controlled explosions, but wildfire experts warned that it would not be safe to do this, at least for the long fin smelt, a 5-inch long fish that lives in stockades like San Francisco Bay all day long. Fish smelt friendly solutions would cost millions of dollars, and Central didn't want to spend the money. Finally, after months of discussions, they got agreement from state and federal environment agencies to demolish one of the pillars in 2050 on the street of San Francisco. People had different views about Central's environmental hedges, according to Carlo, a teacher from Bernal Heights. It's possible not to feel frustrated when great engineers' projects are held up by a few fish. But Maria, a store owner from Haight-Ashbury, disagreed. We have our priorities right. Every living creature has rights. It's just plain arrogant to think that humans are the only ones that matter. For most people, however, the real issue was how quickly they could get to and from to during
Rush hour.
rush hour.
Excellent. Okay, thank you, Gina. So we discovered the other problem was the long fin smelt.
Okay. This is the name of the creature, fish creature.
Exactly. This is the small fish that lived in the estuaries in around San Francisco Bay. Right? So as you can see, every new building, every new construction may have an impact on the surrounding environment, especially on the plants and animals. Okay? So, in your opinion, tell me, I want to know, and we can have a break after this. Osmel, here we have two different points of view. The first one, we got a teacher that says, it's impossible not to feel frustrated when great engineering projects are held up by a few fish. On the other hand, we got Maria that says, every living creature has rights. It's just plain arrogant to think that humans are the only ones that matter. According to her, the animals are also important in this case. So in your case, Osmel, do you agree with Carlo or with Maria?
I agree with Carlos because it's very important to keep our animals because they are part of the environment, and the environment is maybe a cyclical. Yes. Sometimes the human not realize it that any creature about the world doing a very important job our environment. Yeah.
Excellent. And what about you? Tell me, Gina, in your case, do you agree with Carlo or do you agree with Maria?
Oh, I agree with the opinion of that each lives matter, but I know that it's known that for every construction or inventions there will be a problem with animals will suffer, but it's what have to do.
Exactly, right?
So we have to take solutions for that will be diminued. There won't be 0%, but it could be 10%.
You mean like a really small impact, not like a big impact,
Yeah.
but small impact.
Yes, small impact.
Exactly, right? I gotta tell you, Gina and Osmel, in most of cases, construction of new roads, construction of new buildings, there's always a risk and a damage and impact on the environment. The idea as engineers, the idea as well, the authorities is to reduce, to minimize the impact on the habitat because, not only humans have rights. All the living creatures, even the small fish, even the cormorants, even insects, they have right to live. Okay? So, tell me, Gina, Osmel, any question about this reading?
No.
No, Gina, what about you, Osmel? Any question?
No.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Okay, excellent. So, my dear students, it is moment for our first break. Just hold on a minute. Okay. Before we continue to the next part, I need you to please tell me, what do you think? What do you think about this? About the environment, the first thing that we learn, and then for sure, the solutions that we get for the environment. Okay, let me show you the screen again. Yeah, okay. In your opinion, tell me, Gina, which do you consider is the best solution for environmental problems?
With that, just with that example.
Yeah, or if you have any other example in mind, you can tell me, no problem.
No. I like the plastic roads and the book, the drinkable book.
Yeah, right. The first one, of course, because the pollution with plastic is a problem nowadays. And the second, because the water pollution, it's a problem that we have always had. It's not only present, it's not only now in 2025, but maybe from centuries, long time ago, right?
Yes. I said the plastic roads, not the edible.
Not edible plastic.
No,
A plastic road. Sorry, I didn't get it well. Okay, why? Why do you think the plastic roads, they are a good solution?
because it's a thing that everyone will use, and we the makers, no, the creators will use a lot of plastic for that, and the plastic will diminish a lot.
Yeah, right. Um, you know, I have realized that at least here in Ecuador, I guess that you remember that in the past, plastic bottles used to be a problem. But now, since you know plastic bottles, they have a price for the recycle. I have seen that in the present, many people recycle plastic bottles.
Yeah. And so we are not, and then we are not going to realize that they are made the roads with plastic. So it will be very acceptable, and it will have low cost too, I think.
Exactly, right? It will reduce costs in the case of roads making.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice, Gina, very good. Let's carry on to the next part. So what are we going to learn now? Actually, this is very easy, Gina. The use of it is plus 2. For example, it is important to, it is dangerous to. We use it to describe. It is important to, it is dangerous to. It's a common way that we can express the purpose of something. I can tell you, for example, Gina, a very easy sentence. It is important to recycle. What does it mean? Remember, it means a purpose. It is important to recycle. Okay? The other one, for example, it is dangerous to, I'm going to use, okay, to drive above 120 kilometers per hour. Okay? In this case, we are also giving a purpose, but at the same time, an advice. It is dangerous to drive above 120 kilometers per hour. Okay, Gina?
Okay.
Sure. And what about you, Osmel? What happened? I thought you left. I thought you had a problem with your connection.
Yes, the problem was I am connecting to the another device, another laptop, and that is needed to some setting, yes. For the reason, if I just let him waiting, just leave the meeting.
Okay, that's it. So, Osmel, can you see? Can you see the way that we can use el? It is important too. It is dangerous too. Right? In the case of positive, remember we use to. In the case of negative, we're going to use not to. For example, in my case, it's impossible not to. This is negative. In my case, it's impossible not to laugh when I see The Simpsons, for example, okay? Right? We are trying to express the situation, and that's why we use not to, because in this case, it's negative, okay? It's impossible not to laugh when I see The Simpsons. Okay? Yes or no? You tell me.
Yes, that is activity to describe that is activity.
Exactly. The way that we describe the activity, in this case, love. Okay.
Using this nouns, important, impossible. Yeah. Dangerous, important, difficult, easy, impossible, essential. Yes.
Exactly. And remember, Osmel, we can use with any adjective. Not only with this, but it could be any adjective, okay? For example, we can say, teacher, it is nice to meet with your friends.
Yes.
As you can see, we have the adjective, and it could be any adjective. It is nice to meet with your friends. You may tell me, teacher, it is comfortable, uncomfortable. Let's go with comfortable, okay? It is comfortable to buy like a really, I can say like a sofa, okay? Sofa. Okay? Remember, it could be any adjective. But what is the idea? To express the purpose, in this case, nice too, comfortable too, dangerous too, important too. And also, as you can see, we have the purpose. It was their plan to. It wouldn't be safe to. It's impossible not to. These are examples, remember, to express purposes. Any question? Tell me. No? Okay, Gina, no. What about you? Tell me, Osmel?
No, for a moment.
No? Okay, so let's talk about these activities, okay? Just to practice, this is easy, so there's no need to make like a big exercise, but here you go. Yeah, Osmel, you're gonna choose any of these activities. Yeah, which one? Which one do you choose?
Maybe horseback riding.
Horseback riding. Horseback riding.
It refers to the handle a horse, maybe?
Exactly. Equestrian. Equestrian sport.
Equestrian sport. Equitación.
Exactly. Excellent. So, I need you to tell me, please, what is important to do when you go horseback riding? What is important to do when you do this sport?
Having confidence with the animals.
Okay.
Yes.
It's important to have confidence with the animal.
Yes, to have confidence with the animal.
With a horse, in this case, because obviously there is other animals. Okay. Yeah, what else? Can you tell me what is difficult? What is difficult to do when you go horseback riding?
Maybe the equilibrium.
To keep the balance, you mean?
Yes, the balance.
It's difficult to keep the balance when you go horseback riding, okay? Okay, that's it. Tell me, let's go, Osmel. What is essential? I like that word, essential. What is essential to do when you go horseback riding?
The essential to being alert, being alert, being
like attentive, like
attentive, yes, attentive at the road.
Excellent. It's essential to be attentive at the roads. Okay. Obviously, right? There were too many accidents, and they are very, very mortal. I have seen horseback riding accidents, and it's very dangerous for sure. So it's essential. It's essential to be attentive at the roads. Excellent. Thank you. Gina, Osmel, this part is clear or so-so? I guess this is clear. Come on.
Okay.
Yes? Okay, so let's get ready and let's continue to the next part. Okay, we're gonna continue talking about environment. And let's get ready because we're gonna do the next reading activity, and here they are, okay? All right, so my dear students, now we are going to read three experiences, three situations that happen around the world. And these are actually solutions to some environmental problems they identify. So we are going to read and we are going to identify, first of all, the place. Where was it? Wait a minute, let me put it here. The country or the place where that happened, where that story happens. Number two, what was the solution? What was the problem, sorry? And the solution for that problem. Remember, it's an environmental problem. And finally, we are going to identify what was the impact. We can call it like a long-term impact. Okay, we're going to read then the story, three stories. The first one, Boy and Slat. The second, Fatima Jibril. And the last one, it's going to be about Rajendra Singh. So let's get ready because we're going to start with the first one. Let me zoom in. Do you want to help me? Let's start with Gina. Gina, please, you're going to read the first paragraph. But let me change. I'm trying to change that to make it smaller. Yeah, now you can do it. Go, please, Gina.
Okay. At the age of 16, Dutch teenager Boyan Slat, on vacation in Greece, went driving and was shocked at what he saw. He saw more plastic and fish, and when he asked people about, they said, "Oh, there's nothing you can do about it," which horrified him. Each year, about 8 million tons of plastic end up in the ocean, where it collects in harsh concentration carried there on the 5 great rotating sea currents or gears, killing birds and sea life in large numbers. Back at school, Slat hit on a solution. Why not create harsh barriers, floatant bombs attached to the seabed and let the guys of the work, raining the plastic to the barriers rather than going to find it. In the V of the barrier shape, a machine could extract the plastic to be taken away for recycling. The barriers could collect the plastic 7,900 times faster than ships and only 3% of the cost. Not bad thinking of a 16-year-old. He did a TEDx talk about it called How the Oceans Can Clean Themselves. At first no one watched or listened, but a few months later the video suddenly went viral. People took an interest in his idea and more importantly, they gave him money. And so plans are in motion for the first ocean cleanup barriers to be created near the island of Tokushima between Japan and South Korea.
Okay, very good, Gina. So tell me, what country, where did he identify this problem?
Then how it go? Greece.
In Greece, exactly. He went diving, and when he was diving, he realized that there was too much plastic in the ocean. Right? Excellent. And what was the problem for sure? The plastic. I already told you the answer. There was too much plastic at the ocean. But you tell me, okay, Gina, what was the solution? What did he do?
Well, the problem was the plastic and that the people didn't care about it.
Yeah,
And the solution was to create a machine that makes the ocean clean up by itself.
exactly, right? Like a barrier.
Yeah,
Like a barrier to collect the plastic, right?
Yes.
Okay. Using for sure the gyres. Gyres, we refer to the las corrientes, no? The marine gyres, the marine currents, the sea currents are gyres.
The gyres, the waves will,
exactly.
And then, first of all, the people doesn't care about it, the machine. But few months ago, they started to look up about the machines and they start to impulse the idea.
Exactly, right? They saw this is a really good solution because something that you gotta know is that nowadays I was reading actually about in the Pacific Ocean there is like an island. There is like an island full of plastic. So this could be really important because the gyres can bring the plastic and we can use these barriers to collect plastic and recycle, right? Excellent. So for me, that was a really good idea. And the idea for sure to clean the oceans, right?
Yes, that's a good idea.
Excellent. That's it. Let's carry on now. Let's continue now with Osmel. Now, Osmel, you're going to read the second story and we're going to identify about it, okay? The story of Fatima Jibril.
Fatima Jibril was born in Somalia into a pastoral nomadic family who would move every year to find new grazing lands. As a young girl, she heard goats and sheep and slept on top of camels. But at the age of 60, she went to join her father, who had emigrated to New York City, and that's where she graduated from high school. 2 degrees from Syria and the US, and 5 children later, she went back home. She set up the Women's Coalition for Peace to encourage women to get involved in politics and social issues, and verify on the desertification of the area where she had grown up. She co-founded Sunfire Cooking as alternative to the common practice of the charcoal burning. Charcoal black gold is made by cutting down acacia tree, but the more trees you can down, the greater the chance of the desert advancing years by years. River's solution was to train a group of the young people to teach everyone about the negative effects of charcoal burning and start Sunfire Cooking to introduce solar cookers to Somalia. Solar cooking heat food and water using only reflected sun rays, which can be concentrated and directed to reach temperature of anything between 150 Fahrenheit to 65 centigrade and 7,050 Fahrenheit and 400, I can't remember,
100 degrees centigrades.
degrees, yes. What Fatima Jiber realized many years ago in that there is a connection between resource protection, the need to equip communities with skills, women's empowerment, and peace. This is what they always driving air action.
Excellent. Thank you, Osmel. So can you tell me where this project took up?
In Somalia,
Somalia, okay, in Africa, somewhere in Africa. Yeah, and tell me what was the problem and what was the solution she invented?
the problem was deforestation about the tree called charcoal. Charcoal, yeah.
Mhm.
This tree withdraw a black wall. Yes.
Charcoal, yeah? Charcoal, remember?
Charcoal.
It's what
And the
we use.
solution,
And what was the
we use
solution?
for, yes, the solution was created to the like a solar cookers.
Yes.
Using using water to reflecting. Yes, to reflecting. Yes.
Okay, have you ever seen a solar cooker?
This is a.
Have you ever seen? This is real, actually. I thought it was like an invention, but it's real and it's very useful. Okay? Because the idea, remember, of these solar cookers is to concentrate all the solar rays. And idea, for sure, is to cook, to heat water and food. Okay? And tell me, what was the long-term impact? What happened as a consequence of this?
The positive or negative. The positive is obvious is this project is be able to stop the about deforestation for to get black wood. Yes.
Exactly right. And of course, she also worked with communities, with women, with all the people actually, because it's not only her, but the idea is to teach all the people, all the communities about the impact of this, okay? So, Easy, what do you think? Easy peasy?
Yes, maybe a little bit.
Okay, and let's go with the last one, okay? The last one, I am going to read the last project, and you're going to help me again, once again, the country, what was the problem and solution, and finally, what was the long-term impact? Okay, ready, here you go. I am going to read now. When Rajendra Singh, the waterman of India, was still in high school, he met Ramesh Sharma, a member of the Gandhi Peace Foundation, who got him interested in the concept of village improvement, which had a great impact on him. When some years later, Singh, with a degree in Ayurvedic medicine under his belt, was disillusioned with life, he and a few friends set off to live a new kind of existence. They got on a bus in rural Rajasthan and didn't get off until the last stop in the village of Kishori in the Alwar district. They thought they were going to educate everyone. But one day, Singh met a village elder who told him that water was far more important than education, and that he should get his university hands dirty and do some physical labor by rebuilding johats, the ancient water storage tanks that had traditionally been used to store monsoon rainwater. At the time, there was very little water in the district. Farmers have been sinking boreholes deeper and deeper into the earth so that the water table was dry and the district had become a dark zone. Singh friends weren't too excited about getting their hands dirty and went back home. So he got together a group of young volunteers and they started to work. Gradually, as he and his team started rebuilding the Joe huts, water soaked into the ground, wells filled up, five dry rivers came back to life, and eventually the Alwar district became once again a white zone. Again, can you help me please, Gina Osmel? Where? What country was this project located?
Rajasthan?
Rajasthan. I guess this is in India, between India and Pakistan. Okay, Rajasthan.
Pakistan. Yeah.
Is Pakistan? Pakistan. Thank you. So, what was the problem? Tell me what was the problem in this village?
The water.
Excellent, right? The water, because as you could see, this was like a really dark zone because there was very little water. There was very little water in the district. Okay? And what was the solution?
They were there to
Creating a farmer.
What is it? Repeat.
With the university that he went to help to learn, they changed, and with the group start a labor rebuilding Johart.
Exactly, right? The solution was to rebuild Joe huts. And you tell me, teacher, what are Joe huts? You got any idea?
Joe huts.
It's like where the water is clean.
Exactly. Let me share. In Spanish, I guess we have something kind of similar called like reservory. Reservorio, right? Yeah, here it is. Can you see it?
Joe huts.
Exactly. Joe huts in Rajasthan. They are like a reservoir, of course, and the idea is to collect the rainwater. And then start with the distribution to all the people, okay? To all the people, to all the river, and so go on. Yeah? In a dry area, I think this is really good, okay? Yeah, and here it is, the man that we were reading about, the waterman, Rajendra Singh. Okay, he started to rebuild these Joe huts, and as a consequence of this, the water now it's flowing through all the region. Okay, as you can see, what was the impact? Water soaked into the ground, wells filled up, and 5 dry rivers came back to life. So, that's a good one, okay? What do you think about it?
It's a good intention.
Of course, a good solution.
Yeah, a good solution.
Yes. What about you, Osmel? What do you think about these Joe huts?
Yeah, he has a wonderful idea to keep water. But I think that is not at all just that. Yeah, we have to keep on very clean the water. Yes, maybe it could be one problem. Yes, as well.
Exactly right. That's it. Super, my dear students. So let's get ready and let's go with the last part. Okay. Yes, there you go. And the next part, it's actually related to what we are talking the last reading, talking about water. As I told you before, Ecuadorians, we are very happy, actually, very lucky, because the water supply here in Ecuador I gotta tell you, we don't have any problem with it because we got mountains, we got the Andes, Chimborazo, Cotopaxi, and Tizana, and we can take water directly from the mountain. But in other countries, this is a problem, okay? It's not so easy to get water. So, my dear students, just to finish before we go to a new break, we are going to do a listening activity about some projects to collect water from the air. Is it possible? You tell me, Gina, do you think that is it possible to collect water from the air?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a project like that?
No, but it's, what do you say? It's, it has sense.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So it's possible, right? That's what you
Yes.
mean. It's possible. Okay. And what about you, Osmel? Have you ever heard about this idea of collecting water from the air?
This is the first time that I heard this about that collecting water from the air.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay, so that's the idea, okay? Let's get ready because here we have the first one that is the idea from nature. Yeah, please listen carefully. In the southwest of Africa, there is no water in the desert. It is extraordinarily dry. You would think it would be impossible for anything to survive there. Of course, that there is moisture in the air. Moisture, remember, humedad, moisture. And that's where Stenocara gracilipes lives, or to give it its familiar name, the Namib desert beetle. And it is absolutely amazing. The design of this apparently pretty simple creature means that by using the bumps on its wings, it collects tiny drops of liquid from the atmosphere. Then it stands at an angle so that these little droplets slide down its back to its mouth. It is literally catching the moisture from the air around it. All over the natural world, the same story is repeated. Think about a spider web in the early morning with little drops of dew glistening in the light. Glistening. That's because of the fairly intricate design of the web and the material it is made from, which enable it to collect moisture from the air. Yeah, have you seen, right? You have seen like the spider web. In the morning, early in the morning, it is catching these little tiny droplets of water. So, we're gonna listen and identify about these projects. Okay, letter A, letter B, and letter C. We are going to identify what country is this? Is this located in? And then for sure, what is the idea and how they were able to collect water. Okay, remember, we're going to identify the country, number one, and we're going to identify how they are able to collect water from the air. Ready? Here we go, please. Gina, Osmel, let's go with this, listening, and then we can have a new break. Here we go.
I get it all. Did you hear it?
No.
Pass the show.
Unit 10, Lesson 2. Listening, Exercise 3.
Could you pass the sugar?
Sure. Here you are.
Thanks. Hey, I heard something on the radio about fog catchers, but I didn't quite get it all. Did you hear it?
No, I didn't, but coincidentally, I've just been doing some research about them for an assignment.
Really? And?
Well, they use the same kind of idea as a spider's web.
Can you explain?
Sure. There's moisture in the air, right? Even in the driest places on Earth. So, if you can catch that moisture from fog, you can solve the drought problem.
So, how do you do that?
Well, if you create things like spiders' webs, you can collect water. And that's what fog catchers do.
Can you give me an example?
Absolutely. In the Atacama Desert in South America, in Chile, there's almost no rain at all. It's just about the driest place on Earth.
Wow. Okay.
But Chile does have coastal fog, and this moves inland in cloud banks called camanchacas. So, researchers from the University of Chile have designed fog catchers to collect water droplets from these camanchacas to provide local families with water and to slow desertification.
Really? But wait, water in the Atacama Desert?
Yes, and that's not the only fog catcher project. Take Lima, for example, Peru's capital city. If you've been there...
I haven't. Have you?
Yes, a couple of times. And it's been foggy both times. It has something to do with the Humboldt Current offshore, I think.
So they catch the fog in Lima?
Well, not in the city itself, but in the slums and shanty towns high above the city where there's no running water. They had to take water up there in trucks. That was really expensive. But then someone thought of fog catchers. And now, in many of the shanty towns around the capital, fog catchers collect water. It's stored in tanks, and then it's used by people at home and by farmers to irrigate their crops in the nearby hills.
So these fog catchers are helping to solve the drought problem in Chile and Peru?
Yes, that's the whole point. And it's not just those countries. An Italian guy named Arturo Vittori has designed fog catchers for a project called Warka Water in Ethiopia.
What's the project called?
Warka Water. He's designed beautiful, tall fog catcher towers made from local materials. The best thing about them is that they're light, so they can be moved around. Oh, and he uses local materials too, so they blend into the landscape.
They sound great. Why is the project called Warka?
That's the name of a tree in Ethiopia. People meet under warka trees, but they were dying out because of the drought.
So how will these Warka water towers help then?
Vittori's hoping his fog catchers can be put up near warka trees to give them water and keep them alive.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, and the thing is that...
Hey, are you going to eat that cookie? I'm really hungry.
Okay.
Okay. So, Osmel, Gina, you got it?
Yes.
Okay. The first fog catchers, where was it?
Chile.
Excellent. In the Atacama Desert.
Atacama Desert.
Yes. And how are they able to collect water? How?
Make it like a spider red.
Exactly, like a spider web called
Yeah.
fog catcher.
Fog catcher.
So,
It's
as you
an-
can see, this is a
Good.
fog catcher. When the clouds are going by, they collect the water, the moisture from these clouds. Okay, in the Atacama Desert. And letter B, what country is it?
Peru.
Peru.
Excellent, right? In Peru, right? It's kind of the same, okay? As you can see, it's the very same mechanism. You got this fog catcher, similar to a spider web.
This is
And the letter C, it's kind of similar, but the design is different. Where was it?
Tower.
South Africa. Well,
Not South Africa. It's in Africa, but not
It's,
South Africa.
No, I cannot remember.
Ethiopia.
Yeah, Ethiopia.
Yes?
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. I guess it is written like this, yes. And they had a special name. They are not called fog catcher. What's the name?
Tower.
Yeah,
Waka.
Waka Tower.
Arca. Yes, maybe something like.
Okay. This tower, as you can see, it's also a fog catcher, but they made it similar to a tree, right? And the best part of all is that they move it. They usually tend to move it because they mentioned that it's very light and they can move it from one place to other. Yes? So, what do you think about these projects? What do you think about these water collectors?
It's a great idea for me because you can leverage. You can leverage the nature, the clouds, and have water in places where there aren't.
Exactly, right? It's really useful. It's really useful, especially in countries where water is, the water supply is very low, right? And what about you? Tell me, Osmel, any question about it? What do you think about these water collectors, these fog catchers?
What is the most efficient? In the middle, little B, maybe. I think that's most efficient.
Okay, right.
Because it's located on the mountain, maybe almost the time. In the mountain, there is a lot of foggy. Yes, maybe it's more easy than another types of the fog. Yeah.
Totally, okay, very good. So, my dear students, thank you. I guess it is moment for a new break. After the break, we continue with the last part, talking about intensifiers, and finally, about linking or connecting words. Okay, so 15 more minutes, please. Let me set the timer and see you after 15 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so my dear students, just to finish for today, we are going to learn about the intensifiers. What is the use of intensifier? Remember, it could be used to increase or reduce the quality of any adjective. Okay, we can use it to increase or reduce the quality of any adjective. Okay, in the first, before we start with the whole grammar of this, let me share you, because here you got some examples of that, okay? All right, for example, we got, it is extraordinarily dry. Another example, absolutely. Okay, the next one, pretty. Pretty.
Apparently?
Apparently pretty. Apparently pretty. But apparently it's more like talking about appearances. It's apparently better. Yeah, but yeah, we can also use it, okay? Apparently. And let me see which other things that's better with Rob's listening. They are fairly, okay? Fairly. And so,
literally?
Osmel, sorry?
Literally?
Literally. But literally, we are talking more about the action. Okay, literally. Es literalmente, literally. Yeah, we can also use it to modify, but not an adjective, but a verb. Okay, it is literally catching. It's the same word that we use in Spanish, okay? Literalmente, literally. Okay, so what is the use of these intensifiers? Don't forget to modify. We can use it to modify the adjective. That means increase or reduce its quality. So, in order to do it, I am going to give you as an example some stairs. And of course, according to the stairs, we can identify how we can modify the adjective. So, yeah, hold on a minute as it loads. Okay, please let me share you now. I got a problem here. Yeah, it's working now, sorry. It's not working, but I want to fix it. Hold on. Okay, I don't know what's going on, so I prefer to use this other whiteboard, okay? So, we're gonna think about intensifiers as some stairs, okay? I am going to I am going to put some stairs here and a line here and also some stairs to go to them. All right, there you go. So let's suppose that we start on level 0. Okay? So what do we have to do? Don't forget, let's suppose about any adjective. I'm going to say beautiful. And remember, same as beautiful, it could be any adjective. Beautiful, it could be big, small, amazing. Remember, this is it. It could be any adjective. So how we can use these intensifiers, don't forget, according to the emphasis that we want to put, we can use a different one. The most common one, I'm pretty sure that you know about it, is very. Yeah? Beautiful, very beautiful. Okay? Think about the intensifiers as a stair, and with every intensifier, we can go up and up and up. Beautiful, very beautiful. Then we also have too beautiful, or also it could be so. Excellent, so beautiful to beautiful. Then we can carry on with really, really beautiful. Can you see it? Really beautiful. Afterwards, it could be pretty beautiful. Pretty beautiful or also quite beautiful. Okay. The translation could be as bastante pretty. Pretty beautiful, bastante bonito, okay? Pretty beautiful. Then afterwards, we may have extremely, you got it? She's extremely beautiful. We are talking about something that you can tell me, oh my gosh, she should be like a princess maybe, right? Extremely beautiful. Afterwards, we may have extraordinarily. And then for sure, absolutely. Absolutely, okay? I gotta tell you that this word absolutely is one of the most common use for the native speakers, okay? Absolutely. She's absolutely beautiful. Okay, Gina, you got it or no?
Yes.
So that's the point. That's the point with this. That's the point with these intensifiers. We can use it to increase, to put more emphasis on the quality of that adjective. Very beautiful, so beautiful, really beautiful, pretty beautiful, extremely beautiful, extraordinarily beautiful, or maybe absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
And at the same time, Gina, we can use this, but to reduce. Okay? Also to reduce, that means to decrease the quality. For example, we can say, teacher, she's beautiful. Okay. And maybe you can tell me, teacher, she is fairly beautiful. Have you heard that word fairly?
No.
It's like medianamente. The translation that comes to my mind is medianamente, okay?
Algo bonita.
Excellent, but not 100%. Right?
Okay.
Fairly. She's fairly beautiful. Okay? Also, we can use in negative, and we can say, teacher, she's not so beautiful.
No.
Not tan bonita, okay? She's not so beautiful. She's not so beautiful. Okay? Another one. She's a little. Teacher, she's a little beautiful. What's a little?
Un poco.
Un poco, okay? Not at all. Remember, not 100%, maybe just a part, a percentage. Okay? And the last one that probably is one very common use by native speakers, it's a bit.
A bit.
Have you heard that? A bit?
Yes.
What is it?
Un poquito.
Yes. In Spanish, in Ecuadorian Spanish, we say that, okay? Poquito. Just a bit. Yeah? And we usually use the fingers to express that, okay? She's a bit. She's a bit beautiful. Okay?
Se puede usar uno que sea low. She's low, beautiful.
Ella es baja, hermosa. Poco hermosa, ¿quieres decir poco hermosa?
Sí, no se usa la palabra low.
Low, no. She's low beautiful. Es que low es como un adjetivo también. Y si decimos juntos sería como baja hermosa. She's low beautiful. ¿Tú qué quieres decir? What do you mean?
No, so I heard, I don't know where, but she's lower, beautiful.
Lower beautiful?
Or something like that.
Really? I haven't heard that expression. Let me find it, okay?
Oh, I don't know it, I heard, but
maybe you're confused. You're confused because lower beautiful, low beautiful.
a bit lower, bit lower.
Repeat, sorry.
No, it was about an actress. No.
Okay, no, I haven't heard low beautiful. Bajo, hermoso, bajamente hermosa. No, not at all. Okay, so any question?
No.
Okay, what you gotta know about this? Remember, we can use in any conversation, but mainly for spoken English. As I told you before, native speakers, they usually use this word, okay? Absolutely. I gotta tell you, this is probably one of the favorite words, one of the favorite intensifiers used by native speakers, okay? Absolutely, teacher. And on the other hand, we got a bit.
Pretty también.
Sorry, can you come?
Pretty también.
Pretty, yes, of course. Pretty is also an intensifier, very common, okay? It was pretty nice. It was pretty ugly. it was pretty low. Yeah? Like bastante. El pretty es como algo así como bastante. She's pretty, pretty nice, pretty tall, pretty fast. Okay?
Okay.
So, any question about it?
No.
Okay, we're going to check later. We're going to check. Actually, I'm going to send you a homework. I'm going to send you a homework that is related to this, okay? To the intensifiers, to the way that we can modify an adjective. So, did you take a screenshot or maybe a picture? No?
Okay. Yeah.
Now you got it?
Yes.
Okay, very good. And just to finish, Gina, for today, we are going to talk about linking words. They are very useful, especially when you are telling a story. When you tell a story, the idea is that you put the events in the right sequence, in the right order. So that is exactly what we are going to check right now. And after that, we can finish, okay? So just hold on as we open this. And tell me, until I open the document, tell me, Gina, what are your plans for this? What are your plans for this weekend?
Actually, today I don't have plans for this weekend. I think that maybe go to buy a michelada at night and then come back home to watch a movie.
Okay, nice. And what movie? What movie do you want to watch?
Yesterday I was watching Electra, but I didn't finish to saw that. So I think that today I'm going to finish Electra.
Electro or Electra?
Electra.
Okay. It's about a superhero, or am I
Yes.
confused?
Yes, the woman that is a superhero.
Okay, nice. Excellent. So yeah, you may finish today.
Yeah.
So, well, what are linking words? Remember, linking words are the words that we use to put in the right sequence, in the right order, all the events. As you can see here, I've got a short story, and I highlighted some of the most common linking words or time adverbs. So I need you to help me. Please, Gina, you are going to read the first paragraph. You can do it.
Okay. Last week I visited Chicago to attend a business conference. While I was there, I decided to visit the Art Institute of Chicago. To start off, my flight was delayed. Next, the airline lost my luggage, so I had to wait for 2 hours at the airport while they tracked it down. Unexpectedly, the luggage has been set aside and forgotten.
Excellent. So as you can see, we got to start off, next, unexpectedly.
Yes.
All right, let's continue to the next, as soon as. Let's carry on. Can you continue, please? As soon as.
As soon as they found my luggage, I found a taxi and rode into town. During the ride into town, the driver told me about his last visit to Art Institute. After I had arrived safely, everything began to go smoothly. The business conference was very interesting, and I thoroughly enjoyed my visit to the institute. Finally, I got my flight back to Seattle.
Excellent. So here we got as soon as, during, after, and finally. Luckily, everything went smoothly. I arrived home just in time to kiss my daughter good night. Okay?
Okay. We had
Very
a
good.
question about what is track it down.
Track down. It's like
Track.
rastrear, not track down.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember that he lost his luggage. He lost his luggage. So obviously at the airport, they had to track you. They had to find, to identify where is it. Okay?
And smoothly, I can't remember.
Smoothly, it's like soft, calm, quiet.
Yeah.
Got it?
Okay, yes.
So let's identify and let's check what are the linking words that we can use. And we're going to start from the beginning, okay?
Okay.
To begin your story, see, Gina, you can use these linking words. First of all, to start off with, initially, to begin with, at first. They may sound different, but they have the same purpose. The purpose to begin your story. Okay, that means start telling your story. First of all, to start off with, initially, to begin with, or at first. That means with these linking expressions, you can start your story. Okay?
Okay.
Excellent. Let's carry on to the next. We have now to continue your story. That means when you are telling two events, you tell the first event and then you continue to the next event. So we got then, after that, next, as soon as, or immediately. Then, after that and next, they are kind of synonyms. You can use any of them. Then, after that next, we are talking about an action that happened before another, after another action. Okay?
Okay.
Entonces, después, a continuación, like that, okay? They are synonyms.
Yeah, and immediately is when something right now.
Exactly. When something happens like this, okay? Like immediately after another action.
Okay.
And as soon as, what about as soon as?
Mientras.
Kinda. It's like tan pronto como, as soon as. It's like a synonym or kind of similar to immediately.
But in as soon as we have to compare two actions.
Exactly. Can you see it? As soon as we arrived, we unpacked our bags.
Yeah.
Tan pronto como arribamos, descargamos el equipaje, ¿no? Nuestras bolsas, our bags.
Okay.
Okie.
Yeah.
Okay, and the last ones, let's go. Okay, this is common also when you are telling your story. You can use these expressions to talk about interruptions or adding new elements. Suddenly or unexpectedly. Suddenly or unexpectedly. What's the meaning? What's the meaning of suddenly?
Something that like a surprise.
Excellent, okay? Like repentinamente, okay? Suddenly. For example, I was walking on the street. Suddenly, maybe a dog started to bark. Okay, something that happens and you didn't expect. You didn't expect that to happen. And same for unexpectedly. Remember, something that you never expected to happen.
Yes.
Unexpectedly.
Similar.
Sorry, can you come again?
It's similar, or the difference could be that unexpectedly is like you were expect the other thing.
No, both are synonyms, okay? Suddenly and unexpectedly are synonyms.
Okay.
Something that you didn't expect it to happen, something that was like a surprise, something that amazed you. Okay?
Okay.
Sure, finally, And the last one, and I believe that we can finish after that, to end your story. Okay, to tell the last part of your story, you can tell it with finally, in the end, or eventually. Finally, in the end, or eventually. You got it?
Yeah.
So you tell me, easy or difficult?
Yes, I know that word, linking word.
Ah, you knew it? Really?
Yes, but I didn't know the name.
Ah, you knew the words, but you didn't know they were linking words.
Yeah.
Well, as you can see, and that is actually what happens usually with English. That happens to me as well. I know some words, but I know if the word is an adverb, if the word is a linking, if the word is an intensifier. Yeah? This is something that we discover as we learn, as we teach English. Yes?
Yeah.
So, any question, Gina?
No, not about that.
Okay. Why is important this? Don't forget for your B2 certification, one of the tasks is that you will have to write a story. It's really important that you use these linking words to put all your story in the right sequence. Okay? The beginning, the middle, and the ending. Okay, Gina?
Okay.
Excellent. So, any question?
And about the homework, it's for the next class.
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Let me show you what are you going to do. Please wait a minute as I share you. Hold on, okay. All right. Okay, here it is. Sorry, I just was checking because I thought I made a mistake here, but I got it now. So, what's the homework, Gina? You are going to write a story, but the idea, Gina, is that you create an exaggerate story. Exaggerate. What is exaggerate?
Exagerado.
Exactly, right? That means that you're going to use intensifiers. Yes? Extremely, absolutely, pretty, really. Remember, the idea is that you use these intensifiers to tell your story. I know the story should be normal, but remember, you have to exaggerate it.
Okay. They have to use the fairly, not so, a little bit too.
Exactly, yes, you can use it as well. Remember, the idea is that you put this into practice. And for sure, the idea is that you use linking words as well. Okay, the ones that we learn right now, you are going to put into practice here, okay? So how you're going to do this? To the left, you're going to write your name, Gina. Oh, and Osmel, I guess Osmel left. He had a problem with his connection, so okay, that's it. To the left, you write your name. To the right, you can start writing your story. Approximately 100 words. Okay?
Okay.
So, any question, Gina?
No, I have to keep that line.
Yeah, sure. Can you see it? You're up here. You are going to write under the on the table. Can you see the table?
Yes.
Yeah, down, down, down. So go down, and this is here is where you're gonna write your story. Okay.
Okay. In the columns.
Exactly. On the story column here, your story. Yep, Gina.
Okay.
So excellent.
At the same link.
Exactly. Is the link that I share you. Remember, you have to do virtually. You don't have to do it right now. Remember, this is homework. You can do it tomorrow. You can do it until Friday, okay? Because remember, next Saturday, I'm going to show you and I'm going to tell your feedback, your results, okay?
Okay.
So, any question, Gina?
No, that I understand.
Everything is clear?
It's clear.
Very clear or absolutely clear?
Absolutely, pretty clear.
Okay, so you got it. You got it. This is clear now. So, Gina, thank you so much. I believe that we can finish for today. Let me stop recording.